We are in a sacred space. We are in a lush, natural environment. We are in the kind of environment that evokes aesthetic appreciation, right? We are beholding beauty, and beauty demands a response. So at first we marvel, we admire, we take photographs, we experience the radiance, the lushness, the suchness of the natural world. But what then? Well, you hope that what follows this appreciation is the urge to protect, to protect and steward this space, to make sure that we do not take for granted the beauty, the fragility, the utter miraculousness of these ecosystems, of these landscapes, of this natural environment. The whole move towards eco-conservation is, I think, akin to a kind of personality change or a response to a religious experience, right? A come to Jesus moment of sorts, where we awaken to symbiosis. We awaken to the systems nested within systems. We awaken to biological evolution. We awaken to ecodelic consciousness. We awaken to an appreciation that we are nested within larger wholes. And this is kind of like a psychedelic experience, a mystical experience, a spiritual experience. There's a guy called Tim Doody who said, moments like this move us past our egoic shell. They move us past our self-concern. We recontextualize, right? Repattern, recontextualize the notions of a self, and we see ourself instead expanded. We see ourself redefined. We see ourself instead as a marvelous conduit of sorts in a timeless, larger whole from which molecules and meanings flow from neurons to nebula and back again, like the Powers of 10 film, from the micro to the macro and beyond time, from the geologic, and the prehistoric, and so all of a sudden this recontextualization and this reframing and this beholding of oneself as a conduit in a larger whole from which molecules and meanings flow is to bask in the mystery, is to bask in the mysterium tremendum. Otto Rank, in his book, The Idea of the Holy, wrote about the nature of these religious experiences and these encounters with the mystery that repels and the mystery that attracts, with a kind of sublime encounter with ineffability, with something vaster than we are, but something also far more beautiful and benign and benevolent and omnipotent. And so these dances with starlight, these moments of beholding this larger vastness, this moment of reconciliation and reinterpretation of what we are, is a kind of enlightenment, right? We undergo an enlightenment and an expansion. Once the idea of what we are dies, the birth of what we really are comes into awareness. He who must save his life must first lose it. And I guess we could only hope that more people have these experiences, beholding nature in a deep enough way that a shift transpires that rewires their nervous system, reframes their perspectives, rechannels what they see, revivifies who they think they are, and then in turn changes their actions in the world. May we all rise together into the light and steward our environment, protect our environment, marvel at our environment, worship our environment, and truly come back into the Garden of Eden. And that's the kind of ecodelic consciousness that I'm interested in. May we all wake ourselves up and then steward ourselves and this planet back into the light, for we are starlight, right? Like our atoms were cooked in the furnaces of stars. And so the idea of us coming to see ourselves in this way, seeing ourselves as self-organizing assemblages of atoms cooked in the dying stars, and getting to participate in an evolutionary process of such unfathomable complexity, this teleological, self-organizing, self-writing, self-authoring songstress, this theater, this carnival of engendering complexity that mutates and explodes in every direction, this intelligence explosion, this creative explosion, this explosion of complexity in every direction. We can participate in it as we behold it and as we watch it. We can be in the thralls of it while we are stewards of it all at the same time. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself, and we are a way we are a way to sing the songs that orchestrate the universe. And to that end, that's our responsibility, to be the mouthpieces and the stewards of this realization, this revelation, you know, this singularity. And it's a lot of beauty to fathom. It's a lot of beauty to fathom, but that's our responsibility. That's what we're here to do, to be these marvelous these marvelous conduits in a timeless whole. And what a dance, right? To just grab our seat for the game of the millennium, man. What a gift. What a gift. What a gift. What a gift.